Yo, it's time to subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. What are you doing?
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous.
Subscribe to Paid to Be Famous. Like the video, come on.
Hell
you know
yeah.
the drill.
Button.
And slap that like button.
Woo!
Hey, thank
Gamers, welcome to the channel. I'm Paid to Be Famous. You guys can call me Paid. And in today's video, we are going over a brand new exotic fusion rifle called the Tessellation. We are going to go over the perks, the stats, going to show you guys some gameplay, and I'm going to tell you how to get your hands on this weapon for yourself. So Guardians, let's get into this. As of right now, this is a pre-order exclusive. To my understanding, as soon as the final shape comes out, this weapon will be available to all. But just like the Quicksilver Storm was with Lightfall, if you pre-order this today, you will have access to this today, and as soon as you purchase it, you can go pick it up from the kiosk in the tower right next to Rahul. And in the pre-order bundle, you'll also get a ghost and an emo and this weapon, and of course the final shape when it releases. Now the Tessellation actually sits in the energy slot, and it has the ability to be stasis, strand, arc, solar, void, whatever element you want it to be, and we'll get into that in a minute. As for the type of fusion rifle this is an adaptive frame. It has a 660 charge time, so it's going to fire very similar to the Burden of Guilt, the Pressurized Precision, Dreambreaker, the Royal Executioner. And in this graphic right here, you can see that out of all these fusion rifles, this actually has the highest base range and the highest base stability, which are the two most important factors on a fusion rifle. It comes with polygonal rifling, projection fuse, and composite stock. The exotic perk on it is Property Undecidable. This weapon adapts its damage type to match your equipped subclass. Final blows grant grenade energy. And as you can see in this clip right here, it only takes about 3 kills for me to get my grenade fully back. And having your grenade fully charged is very important with this fusion rifle because it goes with the other exotic intrinsic perk called Property Irreducible. Long press the reload button to consume your grenade to load a large projectile that generates an elemental explosion on impact. So on this Lost Sector boss, we're going to be hitting him for 6,417 per bolt, and that is 6 bolts for a total of 38,502 per shot. Now when we consume our grenade, we're going to be hitting for 2 numbers, one for 137,000 damage and the other one for almost 8,000 damage. That is going to be a total of 144,936 damage. That is a 276% increase in damage. As Asacross would say, it's nasty. Now I hopped in a private match with some buddies. Shout out to Pain Spec and Heck Team for helping me out. This thing gets pretty nutty in the Crucible. Once again, when you hit a Guardian, just like the Lost Sector boss, you're going to be hitting 2 different damage numbers. In the Crucible, you're going to be hitting 166 and then another one for 66. And there is quite a bit of AoE damage, meaning you can get collats with this thing. As you can see in this shot right here, I'm on the Arc subclass and I'm able to collat these Guardians right here. Now in this next clip, I switched over to my solar. As you can see, they're standing farther away and I'm not able to get the collat. And also I noticed that this doesn't actually do any scorch damage. It just hit the other Guardian for a measly 7 damage. In this clip here, I switch over to Stasis, have them stand next to each other. As you can see, I'm hitting the normal damage numbers on the first Guardian and just doing a little bit of damage, enough to take his shields all the way off the second Guardian. And I asked PainSpec if he was getting any slow freeze effects, but it does not seem like it is slowing or freezing according to him. And then finally, here's some footage of the Void shot. As you can see, I can get them to collat. It doesn't seem like it's making them volatile from what they said on their screens, so it seems to me like this isn't interacting with any of the 3.0 subclass verbs, but it does seem like there is some sort of huge like reservoir burst explosion when you get that final kill with the projectile. So Guardians, the real question is this worth the pre-order? Like I showed you earlier, it's got better stats than the other adaptive fusion rifles. It can change to any energy type that you want. So for the first time ever, you can run 3 stasis weapons or 3 strand weapons, which is pretty unique. And in PvE, when you consume that grenade, that amped up shot does a ton of damage. And since on the artifact this season there's Unstoppable Fusion Rifle, I definitely think this is worth the pickup. Just like the Quicksilver Storm when it released, it was very powerful, and the Tessellation Fusion Rifle is very powerful as well. That's gonna do it for the video. If you guys found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.